Have you ever had one of those moments? A moment so strange, so perfectly aligned that it almost feels scripted? Maybe it's a moment of intense déjà vu, where you're not just remembering a similar situation, but you feel like you are reliving the exact same seconds of your life. Or maybe you think of an old friend you haven't seen in a decade, and your phone rings, and it's them. A coincidence, you tell yourself. Of course it is. But what if it's not? What if these strange feelings, these tiny cracks in the fabric of reality, aren't just tricks of our minds? What if they are clues? This leads us to one of the most mind-bending questions of the 21st century, a question that has moved from science fiction novels into the labs of physicists and the halls of philosophy. The question is this: are we living in a computer simulation? It sounds crazy, I know, but the argument for it, popularized by the philosopher Nick Bostrom, is surprisingly logical. It goes something like this. Think about the video games we have now. Look at the realism, the vast open worlds, the complex characters. Now, think about the clunky, pixelated games of just 40 years ago. The leap in progress is staggering. Assuming progress continues, what will video games look like in 100 years, 1,000, 1,000,000? It seems almost inevitable that a future civilization, or what Bostrom calls a post-human civilization, will be able to create simulations of their ancestors, that's us, that are so detailed, so perfect, that the simulated beings inside wouldn't even know they were in a simulation. They would have consciousness, they would feel love and pain, they would look up at their simulated stars and wonder about their own origins, just like we do. Now, if a future civilization can create many of these simulations, and it's likely they would, for research, for art, or even for entertainment, then a simple game of statistics comes into play. There would be only one base reality, the original physical world. But there could be billions upon billions of simulated realities. So if you are a conscious being, like you are right now, what are the odds? Are you more likely to be in the one unique base reality or in one of the billions of simulated ones? Statistically, the odds are overwhelmingly in favor of you being in a simulation. That's the argument. It's a chilling piece of logic. While logic is one thing, evidence is another. Can we, the potential characters in this cosmic game, find any clues? Can we find any glitches in our reality that might suggest the world isn't as real as it seems? Well, let's play cosmic detective. Here are 3 of the most fascinating glitches that make some scientists and philosophers seriously wonder if we're all part of the code. Glitch number 1. The universe has a speed limit. In our world, nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. It is the absolute, unbreakable speed limit of the cosmos. But why should there be a speed limit at all? Why isn't the universe infinite in its possibilities? Well, think about the device you're using right now, your computer or your phone. It has a processor. That processor has a speed limit, a maximum rate at which it can perform calculations. When you're playing a video game, the world of that game only renders as fast as the processor can handle it. If you try to push it too hard, what happens? The frame rate drops. The game starts to lag. Some physicists have wondered if the speed of light isn't a property of the universe itself, but rather the processor speed of the cosmic computer that is running our simulation. It's the ultimate lag protection, hard-coded into the physics of our world to keep the system stable. The speed of light isn't a law of nature, it's a limitation of the hardware. Glitch number 2. The quantum world behaves like a video game. Down at the tiniest, most fundamental level of reality, things get very, very weird. This is the world of quantum mechanics, and in this world, particles like electrons seem to exist in a blurry cloud of all possible locations at once, until we decide to look at them. The very act of observing a particle forces it to choose a single position. This is called the observer effect. The particle doesn't seem to have a definite reality until it is rendered by a conscious observer. Now, how does this relate to a simulation? Think about a massive, open-world video game like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption. The world game is enormous. But is your console rendering every single tree on every mountain and every brick in every building all the time? Of course not. That would be an impossible waste of processing power. The game only renders the details of the area that you, the player, are currently looking at. The rest of the world exists only as a simplified set of data. The high-resolution details only pop into existence when they are needed, when they enter your field of view. Could the quantum world be operating on the same principle? Could it be that reality is only rendered in high definition when a conscious mind is observing it, as a way for the cosmic computer to save processing power? The universe isn't rendering every single atom in your empty closet until you open the door to look inside. The world only snaps into focus when we observe it, just like a video game. Glitch number 3. The universe seems to be made of pixels. We think of space and time as smooth and continuous. You can always zoom in further, right? You can always cut a distance in half. But what if you can't? A branch of physics called quantum loop gravity, among other theories, suggests that there is a fundamental, minimum possible length. It's called the Planck length. It is unbelievably tiny, but it is not zero. It is the smallest possible pixel of space. According to this idea, you literally cannot have anything smaller. This suggests that our universe might be pixelated. It may not be smooth and analog, but granular and digital. Just like the screen you're looking at is made of tiny, distinct pixels, our entire reality might be composed of fundamental, individual units of space and time. Why would reality be pixelated? Well, any computer simulation would have to be. Information, by its very nature, is digital. It's made of bits. A computer simulation running on any computer, no matter how powerful, would have a finite resolution. The Planck length could be the ultimate resolution of our universe's screen. So, there we have it. A universe with a processor speed, a reality that only seems to load when we're looking at it, and a world that appears to be made of cosmic pixels. Are these definitive proof? Of course not. Each of these phenomena has other, more conventional scientific explanations, but they are strange, they are tantalizing, they are clues, and they lead us to the biggest question of all. If we are in a simulation, who or what wrote the code? Are we a science experiment for a post-human PhD student? Are we a historical reenactment? Or are we just a character in someone else's unimaginably advanced video game? We may never know the answer. Perhaps it's impossible for the characters in the game to ever truly see the screen. But the next time you experience a moment of strange déjà vu or a coincidence that feels a little too perfect, allow yourself a moment of wonder. Maybe, just maybe, it's a tiny glitch in the code, a ripple in the simulation, a gentle reminder from the cosmos that our reality might be far stranger and far more incredible than we could ever imagine.